under fractions. And the little subheading under fractions, I know you should have plenty of notes there. This one is called subtracting from 1. Subtracting from 1. Which just simply means this. If you have 1 of something, let's say you have 1 minus 3/4. There's my example problem. The first thing I need for you to do, step number 1, and you can do this as soon as you write the problem from the book, is I want you to write these up and down. Which simply means this: if that's the way the problem looks like in the book, you're going to take it like that and you're going to write it like this. 1 minus 3/4. And don't put the 3/4 under the 1, give it a little space, because you line up fractions with fractions and whole numbers with whole numbers. You know, this is really 0/4 right now as it is, but we're not going to write that down there. Now, I just want you to think about this. Okay, why can't I subtract 3/4 from 1? Why is that trouble, Madison?
Because you don't have another number to subtract it from.
Yeah, this is a fraction, that's a whole number, you just can't mix and match or do whatever there. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to change this 1 into a fraction. Now, let's just take a little side note here, look up to the side. If I asked you what fractions equal 1, well here, let's do a whole bunch of circles. If I take a circle and I cut it in half, how many halves do I have here for 1? You know, it's a tough one, Matthew.
2.
Yeah. So if I take a circle and cut it in half and I have both halves, I have the whole circle, which means I have 1 circle, correct? If I take my circle and cut it into thirds, how many thirds do I have to make up a whole 1? You know, it's tough. How many? 1, 2, 3. If I take my circle and I cut it into 4 pieces there, how many pieces make up 1? What fraction makes up 1? Yep, 4/4. If I take this circle, it gets hard to do fifths, but I'll do it just because. And I cut it into 5 pieces, what fraction equals 1 there, Lauren Ulrich? So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and kids of all ages, there is no end to the number of fractions that equal 1. Okay? Well, since I'm a 5th grader and I get to make my own smart choices here, only one of these fractions am I going to want to use here because it works nicely with 3/4. Which one of these, and I picked one that was there, even though I could have done 10/10 or 11/11 or 12/12 or 35/35 or whatever it is there, which fraction am I going to use that just makes it easy to work with there? Lady Purdue?
4/4.
Exactly. Why do I pick 4/4?
Because it's so that the bottom number is 2.
Exactly. Whatever this bottom number is of the other fraction besides my 1 is the same bottom number I want here. I am changing 1 into 4/4. And then, because those fractions have the same bottom number, it's a pretty easy problem. What is the answer when I take 3/4 away from 4/4? I have 3/4. I take 3 of them away. They're gone. What is my answer there, John?
1/4.
1/4. Okay. So my step number 2 is to make a fraction equal to 1 that has the same, what do we call the bottom number of fraction?
Denominator.
Very good. Same bottom number, which is the denominator of the fraction. And then step number 3 is, you can just do your subtracting. Subtract. Just do your subtracting there. Let's change shades into something a little bit more exciting. How about a little pink? So if I have, let's just say 1 minus 3/8, following the handy-dandy rules that we just threw there, you're going to write them up and down, and it's going to be 1 minus 3/8. I am going to cross off my 1 and make a fraction that's equal to 1. What is my new fraction going to be? And look at the bottom of this fraction, because this one will tell you what it should be. Autumn?
8/8.
Exactly. You should write 8/8 on top, however that thing worked there. And then if you take 3/8 away from 8/8, you're going to be left with Cassie Malis. I should rewrite it where you can see it. 8/8 minus 3/8. Yep, take 3 of those, yep, is 5/8. Let me give you one to try here. Tell me if this is too small for you to read. 1 minus 3/5. And again, it matters not to me whether you can do this in your head, you still need to show me your work. You have the rest of your life for doing stuff in your head. Prove your intelligence to other people, not necessarily to me. 1 minus 3/5. Hopefully on your paper it looks something like this. 1 minus 3/5. Cross off the 1. This should be 5/5. And when you take 3/5 from 5/5, Connor?
2/5.
2/5. And the book's going to do a whole bunch of stuff with this 1 equal and 5/5. For example, this. If I say, if you have 3 3/3, and you're comparing it to the number 4, is that bigger, greater than, or less than? Great. It's equal to. Why? Because the fraction 3/3 is 1, and 3 plus 1 is 4, and 4 is equal to 4. Or they'll ask you to write a fraction. Write a fraction equal to 1 that has a denominator of 6. What fraction that's the same as 1 would you write that has a denominator equal to 6? It gets really complicated now. Lauren?
6/6.
Yeah, 6/6. That's pretty exciting, isn't it?